Nuggets Magic. With so much on the line, can they push forward to get ahead? Let's find out. You're watching CS 105.1, where I talk about sports with good vibes. Let's get it. How's it going, everyone, and welcome. I'm CS Chandler, here for another take of Nuggets basketball. Well, it was the final matchup tonight against the Nuggets and Magic. First time that KCP has been back to Ball Arena since he left last season. Much props to KCP. I think he's always going to be a Nugget. Us Nugget Nation are always going to love KCP. And it definitely shows that the Nuggets defense just hasn't been the same since he left. But I will say, counter to that, our offense has been way better. So it's kind of like a give and take. Unfortunately, tonight, Jamal Murray was ruled out with a knee inflammation. I was worried yesterday when he grabbed his knee, and sure enough, some knee inflammation, which is unfortunate because he's been heating up and getting back to, the Jamal that we know and love. And so he sat tonight out. Hopefully he'll be back on Saturday for Saturday's game, on a road game in Phoenix there. But the starting lineup for tonight with three major key players out with injuries. We now had our starting lineup: Jokić, Christian Brown, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and then Julian Strawther started for his first career start tonight. And he did not have a good game, but we'll get into that. The Nuggets were wearing their navy blues. The Magic were wearing their white with the stripes. And the Nuggets got a win. Let's go, Nuggets. Final score, 112-90. That's right, a munder, one more munder for the season. So let's break down this game. It was started off kind of clunky, but ended up being a fantastic game, and then ended kind of clunky. It was kind of like a bookend kind of thing. So the first quarter, Nuggets controlled the tip, but playing is immediately stopped, halted due to a clock issue. So they had to take the ball out of bounds, start from the side out of bounds, and then another stoppage when a foul was committed onto, I think it was either Michael Porter Jr. or Aaron Gordon or something like that. They got fouled. So it was, again, side out of bounds. And then on the third attempt, Michael Porter Jr. got a bucket, a step-back jumper for two for the first points of the game. Followed by a quick bucket from Jokić. Coach Malone uses a challenge, though, early on a out-of-bounds call that was called on Jokić. And on further review, you can see that he didn't touch the ball. It was actually the Magic that touched it last. So that was successful. And immediately from that, Jokić extends the Nuggets lead to 6 with a smooth skyhook. But the Magic battled back in the first for sure, tying the game with the free throws from Wagner, and then a transition layup gives Orlando the lead, forcing Malone to take the first timeout, kind of the second timeout of the game, because he kind of took the first one on the challenge. And then out of that break, the Nuggets turn over the ball on a bad pass but they at least catch a break from that because the Magic failed to capitalize on it, but it was still kind of like hints here and there of just sloppy plays kind of eking in, even on games that we should be winning. Running the floor, Jokić finishes a layup to even the score. Nuggets regain a slim lead for a brief second after a three from Pickett, but then on the other side, Banchero immediately answered with a three of his own to put the Magic up by 2 again. And then the Magic actually closed the quarter with the lead, winning the first quarter 26-25, just by 1. The second quarter, though, was a complete different story. The second opened up with a strong defense force the Magic to miss a shot, setting the tone early for that quarter. Michael Porter Jr. drives to the rim for the first bucket of the quarter. Again, 2 quarters in a row, gets the first bucket of that quarter. followed by a 3 from Zeke Naji to put the Nuggets up by 2. And then there was a huge, there was actually several scrappy plays from the Nuggets tonight. They were very scrappy, and it kind of brought a lot of hope, to see them finish the plays regardless and not just give up the ball. They actually battled for it. And so there was a play where I think they were battling for the rebound, and it was not pretty at all. It was going all over the place. No one seemed to be able to corral the ball. Finally, the Nuggets got it, and with I think it was actually the third chance, not really second chance, because the second chance they got swiped or they missed or whatever, and they tried to get it again. But then finally, Michael Porter Jr. capitalizes with a smooth floater for 2. At the 7-minute mark, Jokić checks back in and quickly buries a 3 to get the Nuggets first to 50. MPJ continues his hot streak, knocking down another 3 for an amazing Porter quarter. The Nuggets actually win the second quarter 34-24 and head into the half on top 59-50. Third quarter, the Magic opened up the quarter with a turnover, and the Nuggets wasted no time capitalizing. Christian Braun pushes in transition, finishing a tough layup through contact, but misses the free throw. He got fouled and went to the line, and he missed the free throw, but he did at least get the bucket for the first points of the quarter. MPJ then stays locked in, draining 3 off of a smooth assist from Jokić. Jokić continues to control the game like Jokić normally does, dominating the boards and drawing a foul, converting 1 of 2 from the line. And then Michael Porter Jr. draws a foul at the 3-point line at the arc and sinks 2 of 3 free throws. That was really big, and it was almost and 1, but he missed it. Still, it was nice to see that he actually got at least 2 out of 3. It was kind of a difficult free throw game tonight for the Nuggets, but it was also a horrible game for the Magic for 3, and they just kept on missing threes. Michael Porter Jr. kept the strong lead for the Nuggets, and the Nuggets catch fire. They went on a heat streak, The Nuggets extended their lead to 24 after another dagger from Michael Porter Jr. from 3, marking his third straight game with more than 30 points. He got 30 points tonight. So amazing. The quarter wraps up with Banchero at the line, where he makes the first bucket. He goes for 1 of 2. He makes the first, but then he misses the second, and guess who gets the rebound? That's right, Jokić. Jokić gets the rebound and gets his 24th triple-double. Amazing. Completely amazing. He deserves the MVP award so much, and it's not even close. I don't care about SGA. He can score a lot of points, but he doesn't have the effect on his team that Jokić has. He doesn't have consistent triple doubles. This is just amazing to be watching. We are all, witnessing an amazing run by an amazing player in Jokić. Nuggets dominated that third, winning 33-17. So we were up big going into the fourth, and they actually, for a brief, I would say maybe the first 7 minutes, the Nuggets really took it even further. So the Nuggets opened the fourth quarter, though, with a sloppy turnover, and they, again, caught a break with Magic failing to convert. But then Zeke follows up with an air ball, giving the ball right back to Orlando. Luckily, though, again, they weren't able to convert, and then Pickett gets a steal, muscles in a tough layup for the first points of that quarter. So Nuggets got the first points of every single quarter, which was awesome. Then moments later after that, Christian Braun throws up a perfect lob for DJ, getting the Nuggets first to 100. CB stays aggressive, grabbing another steal and slamming down an uncontested dunk to stretch the lead to 31. The quarter takes a turn when Hunter Tyson, though, commits a flagrant 1 foul, sending Anthony Black to the line for 2. They give him 2 shots. He makes 2, and then they got the ball back. But luckily, they didn't make that shot. And on the other end, Tyson actually makes up for his mistake and drills in a three of his own to on the next play. So that got the Nuggets up to 33 at this point. And I believe it was at like the 5-minute mark or the 4-minute mark or something like that. And then I think that was like the last bucket essentially that the Nuggets made, because that got us up to, I think, 112. And we were at 33 points. And then the reserves just stopped playing good basketball. Somehow they forgot how to play, and they allowed Magic to cut down the 33-point lead down to 22. We almost didn't get a munder, specifically because of our reserves. And with that, though, the Magic won the fourth quarter over the Nuggets. It was 23-20. Like, that's just unfortunate for, like, when you just look at that quarter itself, most of that is from the reserves not playing well, that they lost us that quarter. But luckily, the Nuggets were still able to, get that win, that win with, again, that final score, 112-90, holding Orlando under 100 for, yes, a munder. Like, awesome win. We'll get into stats right after this. As a cinematographer, photographer, and now a podcaster, I do believe lighting is everything. And if you're serious about creating dynamic content, you need to check out Nanlite. They're all about precision and control. Whether it's soft, natural lighting or vibrant colors, Nanlite gives you full flexibility to set the mood for any scene. From compact LEDs to powerful softboxes, Nanlite has light solutions that fit every setup. It's ideal for photographers, like myself, videographers, like myself, and creators who want to pro-grade quality right out on their fingertips. With Nanlite, you're lighting like a pro every time. And we're back. Stats here. Let's look at them. Michael Porter Jr., 30 minutes, 30 points, like a minute a point essentially, or a point a minute. Awesome stuff. So 30 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. He had 1 block. He was 11 for 16 from field goal, 5 for 8 from threes, 3 for 5 from free throws. He had 3 turnovers. 1 personal foul was a plus 19. So one of those turnovers, too, ended in another one of those scrappy plays I was talking about. I think it was in the third quarter. He gave up. Well, it was actually trying to get the rebound. No, wait, sorry. He was driving to the rim. He lost control of the ball. Luckily, was able to bat it out of the possession for the Magic. They weren't able to get it, and then CB actually dove for the ball again. Like that. Those are the plays that I'm talking about. Those are amazing plays that the Nuggets need to continue doing. Like fight. Sometimes you got to get gritty. So it's not always going to get be pretty. So it was really great to see CB capitalize on that. Unfortunately, Michael Porter Jr. did get a turnover from that, but CB got the save. So Aaron Gordon played 22 minutes, and I've got to say, he really looks like he's hurting. He is not jumping the way he does. He's really, it looks like he's afraid to do anything aggressive right now. I don't know if any of you have watched the games lately and see the same thing. Comment below if you have. It just really feels like Aaron Gordon is still kind of nursing his calf injury, and I know those can linger a lot too. So, like, he doesn't feel like the same Aaron Gordon that we know right now. He is not the same, and which is kind of the result of why he's been assisting more than anything. I wanted to see him put the bucket in more, get some buckets. Luckily tonight he did get more than double digits. He got 11 points on his 22 minutes. He also had played less minutes tonight than he has been, I think, the previous time, because he was out last game. The one before that, he played 30 minutes. So tonight, he only played 22. He had 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block. He was 3 for 6 from field, 1 for 2 from 3, 4 for 7 from free throw, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls was a plus 10. Nikola Jokić played 31 minutes tonight, and in his 31 minutes, he got 28 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists. In 31 minutes, he got yet hit another triple-double in 3 quarters. Phenomenal. He had 2 steals, 11 for 16 from field goal, 2 for 4 from 3. He was 4 for 6 from free throw, 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, was a plus 22. Christian Braun played 36 minutes, the most amount of minutes out of any Nugget tonight. He got 16 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 8 for 12 from field, 0 for 1 from free throw. Unfortunately, that was the 1-and-1 that the chance that he got, he didn't make it. So that was his only free throw attempt. And he had 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls, was a plus 30. And then we had Julian Strawther. Like, there was one play where Julian Strawther, they were on the transition, and he got the ball, and he could have just gone straight to the rim for a layup, but instead he tried to kick it over to Zeke Naji, and it was such a fast pass, and it was way too far ahead. It just went right out of bounds. So Julian Strawther, it kind of felt like the nerves were getting the best of him tonight. And he played 31 minutes. Coach Malone really gave him a chance to try to battle through those nerves. So you got to give them credit for that. He only got 2 points tonight. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. He was 1 for 8 from field, 0 for 4 from 3. He had 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, was a plus 18 still somehow. And so then bench-wise, the bench isn't going to be great. We don't really need to talk too much about it. Zeke Naji did get a steal and a block to continue that. Even Jalen Pickett got a block, which is awesome. Jalen Pickett's been really doing a lot of great things lately. He's a plus 16. Zeke Naji was a plus 23. And, Zeke Naji, I have to call him out for an amazing defense lately. I think the Nuggets defense right now is holding up because of Zeke Naji. I will give him 100% credit for the effort that he's been putting forward and just kind of keeping the Nuggets defense together there while Peyton Watson and Russell Westbrook and Jamal Murray are out right now, some of our top defenders. So overall stats here. The Nuggets had 52 rebounds to the Magic's 40. We had 33 assists to their 21. We had 7 steals to their 10. We had 4 blocks to their 8. So they definitely got more steals than us and more blocks. 53% from field. They shot 36. We shot 40% from 3. They shot 16. So real quick, they only made 5 threes. Several of those threes were made with the reserves, and they attempted 31. So they had a horrible night from 3 tonight. Luckily for the Nuggets, they had a horrible night. So 57% from free throws. They shot 76%. So this is what I'm telling you. It was a horrible night for us for free throws. It was a horrible night for them for threes. But if you're going to take one or the other, I would rather have a good 3-point shooting night than a good foul shooting night. So we actually won that math right there. And then we had 18 turnovers. They had 13. So despite some of the sloppy plays that they had, we still had more turnovers than them. And then some of those turnovers, though, we were able to overcorrect, or at least correct. We had 22 personal fouls. They had 15. So it, kind of all over the place. And that's kind of what you expect. Both teams were playing back-to-backs. Magic had a win against Sacramento last night. Then they flew in late last night to a high altitude area. So you already know that exhaustion is going to be with them. We were also playing off of back-to-back, luckily at home. So the advantage already was with us. And luckily we took advantage of that and got that win. So amazing win, regardless of on the seeds. Amazing win. Got another win that we should be winning. And we'll get into big takeaways after this. Hey everyone, let's talk sound quality. Imagine having pro-level audio that's easy to set up, flexible, and sounds incredible. That's the Rode PodMic USB. It's got both USB and XLR connections, so whether you're recording solo at home or in a full studio setup, you're covered. And get this, the built-in DSP effects let you adjust the sound with zero lag. You get that deep, smooth broadcast tone right out of the box. It's versatile, powerful, and basically makes your voice sound like pure gold. And we're back. All right, so big takeaway here. Last night I said Michael Porter Jr. had to do what he had been doing the last 2 games, right? And tonight he did exactly that. Michael Porter Jr. is on a heater, and if he's able to continue this streak with Jamal back as Blue Arrow status and AG getting hot, CB playing like he has been, and Jokić getting those triple-doubles, Russ with the amazing defense and also getting triple-doubles of his own, this team can be unstoppable. It has that potential, which is kind of why I feel like it was okay that the Nuggets didn't make any huge trade this time around. It could easily bite them in the butt later on, and I also know that Calvin Booth tried to make some deals that just didn't really go through. I was said before too, like I don't know how much assets the Nuggets have to trade. And that's why it's great that Zeke Naji and Jalen Pickett are doing well, because then they add assets to us to be able to trade. So we have that. We also have Sarge, who hasn't really been playing at all. I think we all forget sometimes that he's even a Nugget because he just isn't even there. I don't even see him on the bench lately. I don't know where he is. They kind of gave up on him really quickly. So there's that. But then the great thing, too, about tonight was this was a Munder win. This completed our second 5-game winning streak. If you remember, we had an early one early on in the season at home, a 5-game homestand. We won every single game there. So we had that 5-game winning streak there. Now we're back to a 5-game winning streak. Hopefully we can extend this beyond 5. This is what I've always been wanting, just to see the Nuggets go on more than 5-game winning streaks. Like, this is when we know that they're actually back, you know? We repaid the Magic as well. If you remember last season, the only team that could sweep the Nuggets was the Magic. They were the only team to sweep us. And so we repaid them in kind with a sweep of our own. So that was awesome. And more importantly, we got the 3rd seed. How, you ask? Well, tonight, the Rockets lost to the Timberwolves. It was the only time that I think that any Nuggets nation is going to root for the Timberwolves, but the Timberwolves won against the Rockets, which now, because we won tonight, because if you remember last night, we were a half a game behind the Rockets. They lost, we won, now we're on the 3rd seed. So awesome things, right? Let's go Nuggets. Let's go Nuggets. Now can the Nuggets continue to build on this and at least keep, or I should say, at least keep this seed. That's the challenge. And only time will tell. We have, I think, 4 games left. And it's very crucial that the Nuggets stay locked in. The break is almost there. And then hopefully that break does not rust them, because as we know from previous breaks, they get rusty if they're not playing consistently. So there's that. Jokić, once again, showed how dominant he's been all season, with yet his another triple-double, his 24th triple-double, and the ability to lead the team to sharing the ball and making plays that get them wins, that got them this win. But the biggest thing is just how scrappy the Nuggets were in this game. Again, I gotta say it, the scrappiness just really saved us. They got their hands dirty. They fought through struggles with several sticking the play chances, sticking with those plays. That's what they need to do. I can't tell you how frustrating it is from a Nuggets Nation standpoint of just seeing them give up possessions at times, not even going for the ball. That actually happened tonight too, by the way. I'm not giving them a pass, really. they had several times where the Magic just got a free pass to a bucket, whether it was a 3-point shot that luckily didn't go in, or it was a dunk with no one even doing anything. And I think it was, and that actually that happened early on. I think that was in the first quarter. Kind of after that, they didn't do it anymore, and they kept on battling, and I loved that. I loved the heart that the Nuggets have been showing. I think a lot of that actually comes from Christian Braun right now, and it's kind of feeding into Michael Porter Jr. I've seen him doing better. I haven't seen him doing much ball watching lately, which is amazing. Thank you, Michael Porter Jr., for continuing to not watch the ball as much anymore. Like, actually take action. Push aside all of the noise about the Nuggets needing another player, defense, whatever. What was already there was the Nuggets that we have. What we needed was those Nuggets to lock in. And one of the things was defense. Michael Porter Jr. not watching the ball and actually acting on stuff. That's what we needed all along. I will say that's what we needed. Not the, we need, this defender, we need this big, we need this or whatever. No, we actually have all the tools possible for a championship team. They just need to unlock, their skills sets. And that's kind of what I feel like Michael Porter Jr. has done tonight. And actually with these past several games. So it's been a great time watching him get back into the groove of things. Hopefully he keeps this going through these next couple of games and past the break when they get back from it. Hopefully they stay hot. Last season, they were the hottest team out of that break. Hopefully that happens again this year, and then they keep that momentum into the postseason. Those are the big things that we need to focus on, I feel like. Not so much of, we should have traded for this person or whatever. I think that we have everything that we need, really, to be honest. So what does this win do for the Nuggets, right? So we are 33-19, which then puts us at the third seed. So 33-19, we are 8.5 games behind the first seed of OKC. We are game and a half now behind Memphis, and we are now a half a game ahead of the Rockets. So the Rockets are now on a 5-game losing streak. We are on a 5-game winning streak. This can easily change. So the Nuggets need to stay locked in 100%, and the Rockets, we need to hope that they lose. So, because right now, say the Rockets win, then we lose the third seed again, and they get back in the fourth because they have the tiebreaker right now, since they have one win over us. Hopefully, we can get 2 wins of them later on and get the tiebreaker over them overall. But right now, it's not a done deal or anything. It's very easy for us to lose that third seed. We have it for right now, but then the Lakers won tonight as well, so they are a game and a half behind us, still in the 5th seed. So this can easily go completely south for us. We need to stay locked in, because if we lose any kind of momentum, we can easily find ourselves in the 5th or 6th seed. 6th seed right now is the Timberwolves. They're 29-23. The Lakers are 30-19. Houston 32-19. And then us 33-19. So this can easily go not our way, and it can easily go our way if Memphis starts losing and we keep on our winning streak. I believe, yes. Oh, no. Portland has the longest winning streak so far with 6 wins. We have 5. We face Portland on Monday and Wednesday. So don't forget how, when I was talking about don't sleeping on the Hornets, don't sleep on the Trailblazers. They have actually started to play very well now. If you remember last season, when the Rockets were horrible at first, and then they ended the end of the season really strong, and they almost made it to the playoffs. That's what the Trailblazers are right now. They are last year's Rockets. So I would not put anything past the Trailblazers. Don't think it's going to be an easy win when we face them. They are going to be a very tough cover. We already lost to them once this season. So now we are going to face them twice in Ball Arena in Denver. Hopefully that is our advantage, and hopefully we get that win. But now the next game is against the Suns. And if you remember, the last game that we faced the Suns was on Christmas Day, and we lost to the Suns then. So hopefully we get the win. A lot of things are going on with the Suns locker room too right now. I think because of the fact that word got out that Kevin Durant was on the trade block, I think that kind of ruffled some feathers there. So that could work in our favor if they're not jiving well right now. That could work in our favor. But, you don't want to put anything past them because they're still athletes. At the end of the day, they still want to win. So it's going to be a difficult matchup on Saturday, again, against the Phoenix Suns. And then, once again, Trailblazers twice, and then we have the All-Star break. And then coming back from that, we'll face the Charlotte Hornets. Once again, I want to remind everyone I will be going live during the All-Star break because I will be there in San Francisco for that. So, and then other stuff around the Celtics lost to the Mavericks tonight, which was also awesome. I just have to point that out because I love any time that the Celtics lose. I just gotta, show or praise when they lose. So I needed to say that. Real quick before we check out of here, just a lot of trades happening today. Like, I feel like this was the most eventful trade season in mid-season that we've had in a long time, and obviously the most eventful one because of the Luka AD trade. But then you also had De'Aaron Fox. You had Jimmy Butler finally getting what he wanted, him going to Golden State. And then you had the Lakers trading Dalton Knecht, a fellow Coloradan, to the Hornets for a big there. Also with Cam Reddish, went with him as well. You have Zach LaVine going to Sacramento, Valanciunas going to Sacramento. And then who was the other? There was another big one in there. Chris Middleton going to the Wizards. There's a lot of trades that happened, and also Brandon Ingram going to the Raptors, and our Brucey Brown going to the Pelicans. Man, I can't tell you how much I was hoping, really, really hoping that there was an opportunity there for the Nuggets to get him back onto our bench. We needed that Brucey Brown back, and I'm sure that he would love to come back too. But we won't see him in now. We won't play against him anymore this season because we're done with the Pelicans and we're done with the Raptors. So even if he was still in the Raptors, we would be done with them. So we're pretty much wrapped up with a couple of teams there, and now we won't really get to play against some of the other players that we haven't played against because of these trades. So that's pretty much all I got for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, share it to your friends and family. And you've been listening to CS 105.1, where I talk about sports with good vibes. We'll catch you later.